Skagway Interview Series, Episode 4. Da 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 da. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Jathia Ananda Einhoff. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I like sea creatures.
Jathia, how did you end up here in Skagway?
My mom grew up here. She went to high school here, and my grandpa still lives here. And so I was always going to spend a summer up here eventually. I imagined doing it a couple years ago when I was younger, but COVID happened and there wasn't a season for 2 years. So it ended up, I visited him last year and kind of fell in love with the mountains and the forest and everything. And I was just like, wow, I'm happier here than I've been anywhere else for a while. So next year, because I had too many things happening last summer already in the books. So I was like, well, next summer I'll be here, and thus here I am.
And your grandfather is kind of a Skagway icon. Would you like to tell us about him?
Yes, so my grandpa, his name is Jack Einhoff, and yes, he was made fun of that in school. And he has a giant beard, he's a mountain man, he's a Vietnam War veteran, and he's the most spiritual person you will ever meet. He believes pretty much everything from everywhere. He always has giant dogs, and he makes jams and jellies and knows how to forage pretty much everything edible in the Southeast Alaskan region.
Heck yeah, he's a hell of an artist.
Oh yeah, and he carves often on fossilized walrus and mammoth ivory, but he also does rocks, and he recently started doing a skateboard, recycled skateboard piece that it's been pretty fun because there's no grain in that, so you can do whatever you want with it. You don't have to work with the
That's
piece.
really neat.
Yeah.
So, as I've said in every episode thus far, this is kind of a series where I'm interviewing all of my close friends and people I think that are cool. So, how did you and I meet?
So I didn't realize, the first time we met, I didn't know it was you until later, but Olis, who's someone who's staying at my grandpa's house also, took my friend Isla and I to the station, and you bummed a cigarette off of Isla, and we were introduced to you very briefly, and then later I met you as Isla's co-worker, because we didn't know you were going to work together at the time, and I didn't realize that those two people were the same person until I was like, yeah, no, the first time we met Bubba, he bummed a cigarette off of me, and I was like, oh shit, it was that guy! And so then, yeah, we just started hanging out because you and Isla knew each other. I really remember the first official time we hung out. I remember getting to meet Slinky Jenkins, so that was pretty cool.
Hey, hell yeah. So, is there any, life lessons or life philosophies or anything that you'd like to share with anyone? Like, what exactly makes you tick, what you believe in, what your personal philosophy is, etc.?
It's kind of a common one, but treat other people the way you want to be treated. But, doing a lot of self-analysis to actually find out what that is. I have a lot of them. I don't often put them into words, though. I don't know. You have to be the change you want to see in the world, because otherwise how can you expect anyone else to do it?
Very nice. And do you have a quote that you live by, or a favorite song you want to leave us with?
Ooh, I got a lot
Or
of
both.
good songs. My favorite quote is actually, it's a shorter one. It's a Shel Silverstein poem, and it's called Masks, and it's, he had blue skin, so did she. She kept it hid, and so did he. They searched for blue their whole lives through, then walked right by and never knew. That's my favorite poem that exists. And then my favorite song that I will say for right now, I'd say listen to Nevermind by Foster the People. It's a really good one.
Heck yeah. And, I don't know, this has kind of been a short interview. Anything you want to, just talk about? Anything cool? What's going on?
Oh man, I'm gonna get Skagway married, which means that I'm going to have a wedding, but we're not signing anything official because I met him this summer here, but I love him very much, and that's very exciting. And I just call that, honestly, you're part of the reason I call it getting Skagway married, because I know you got married last year and then got remarried this year. And I think that's pretty awesome. Honestly, fuck it, life is wild, and commitments are weird, and
Yeah, well, we got married for the bit. We didn't get, actually married. You're getting, legitimately married because you love this man.
But without signing anything legal, because I got commitment issues. But
and who is he?
his name's Garrett, and he is wonderful, and he has very long hair and a beautiful soul, and he makes me laugh kind of better than anybody else does, which is definitely not all that goes into it, but it's a big part of the reason that he's the person that I choose, because that one's been a hard one for me to find. It's really nice to be around someone who knows how to make me laugh and get my mind off of things. And I often feel like I give a lot more than I receive, but with him it feels really balanced, which is learning something that's very, very important to me. And he just makes me feel like actually cared about and thought about, which is really nice to have. So,
Well,
yeah,
hell yeah.
I love him very much, and I'm very, very excited.
Well, everyone, this has been Jathia. Yeah. All right. And remember, don't sweat the petty stuff.
Pet the sweaty stuff.
Yeah.